Hello, my dear friends. This is Hasan, and this is your favorite YouTube channel, Talk Hasan. Today, we will talk about top 10 horror movies. In this video, you will be able to know about some facts about these horror movies. Before starting this, I must say I'm telling only about those movies which I had watched recently. Number 1, The Conjuring, released in 2013. This supernatural movie gained much popularity after its release. People all over the world liked this movie so much. The movie's popularity spread like a storm. This movie is directed by James Wan and written by Chad Hayes. It broke many records in the box office. Let us not talk about those facts, but we must focus that the story was originally told from the Perron family's perspective. So this is a truly inspired movie according to the facts. But the amazing point is the film had been in the works for 20 long years. To be accurate in their acting, both Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga spent 3 days with the real Lorraine Warren. And of course, she had a cameo in the movie. A true horror movie lover can't deny but appreciate the acting and horror scenes of this movie. Number 2, The Exorcist, released in 1973. A masterpiece in my words. You can't imagine how much panic seized me while watching this movie. This movie is directed by William Franklin and written by William Peter Blatty. It is an adaptation from a novel having the exact name. After its release, people stood in line to watch this movie. This film is preserved in National Film Registry. The most successful option of this movie is people experience real fear and physical reactions like vomiting and fainting. I must suggest this one for you, my friend. Enjoy the show but alone and feel the fear. Number 3, It Chapter 1, released in 2017. Simple and unusual name with the best horror scenes. It movie set many box office records at that time. Andy directed this film while Chase Palmer and Gary Doberman wrote this one. Pennywise, the dancing clown, will definitely stop your dancing at night. His weird, freaking out staring and laugh won't let you smile for a long time. Circus and clown will haunt you for several days. Watch at your own risk. Number 4, Paranormal Activity, released in 2007. A gem in horror movie history. Oren written this and directed this awesome freaking horror movie. You will feel like you are witnessing a documentary film, but mark my words, you will be lost in the film after some time. This is the power of this movie. Many people accused this movie and shared their personal experiences. The way they described the non scientific bodies and powers are beyond to expectation and to say. This mystery thriller genre movie is a must watch. Number 5, A Nightmare on Elm Street 1984 release date. A disfigured man having a blade fixed glove attacked a girl. This attacking scene will be reminded by the audience for a very long time. A vengeful ghost story is described in this movie, and you will not feel comfortable while watching this movie. There's a remake of this movie, but I suggest the original one. Number 6, Halloween, released in 2018. If you want to scream in fear, I suggest this one for you. The turning points and voices will play with your mind for a long time. This movie is directed by David Gordon Green and written by Jeff Fardley and David himself. The direction is highly appreciated and eye-cooling for the true horror lovers. It was said that children along with teenagers did not handle the movie while witnessing it for the very first time. This box office successful movie is still a piece of cake for the horror movie lovers. Number 7, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, released in 2003. Many people say that this is actually disturbing for them and they can barely handle this movie while watching. Based on a true incident, this movie is one of the best and the most influential horror film. The characterization of the killer is a large, hulking, and faceless will blow your mind. Tobe Hopper directed it and Kim Henkel helped Tobe in writing. This film is banned in several countries due to violence shown in the movie. Weak-hearted person can barely handle the bloods. Number 8. Evil Dead 2, released in 1987. 90s kid will always remember this series and especially this one. Body trembling and shivering got much higher rate while I was watching this movie in childhood. Sam Raimi directed this one and Scott Spiegel helped him in writing the script of it. A true horror lover will always mention this film. The set design and the costume will be reminded by everyone, and the most efficient horror scenes will haunt you forever. Many people at that time set bets to watch this movie alone in a dark room. Funny, isn't it? Or scary? Number 9. Rosemary's Baby, release date 1968. Roman Polanski wrote and directed this psychological horror film. You can't believe after watching this movie, but it is actually made in 1968. Many movies are inspired by this movie. This will give you a real tough competition comparing other horror films. Many subjects like women liberty, Catholicism, paranoia, etc. are themed in this movie. It is a mind disturbing movie but still able to find a place in National Film Registry. Number 10. Annabelle Comes Home 2019. Again, Gary Doberman's masterpiece to introduce us to the horror through our spines. The nail beating, suspenseful horror music will snatch away your sleep. Story goes around with a doll, and trust me, this movie will make you suspicious about your favorite doll. This film collaborates with the series of Conjuring but still sparks a remark of its own. This movie will make you scream in fear in several moments. So that's how I explain my personal choices of horror films to you all. I know you have watched more movies than me and probably had more experience than me. I heartily request to share your opinions in the comment box and suggest me to watch a horror movie which you have witnessed personally. Thank you so much.